Welcome back to our Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is your preview. Arsenal take on Everton tomorrow on Sunday. And what a weekend of football we have had. The international break is over. The Premier League is back. And some quality football already. Arsenal have to deliver their own kind of piece of the cake. We've got to deliver. We're going to the Goodson Park. It's a very difficult stadium for us. It's a very difficult game for us. But again, it's a so important fixture. It's a very important fixture. One, it's a fixture that precedes our UCL campaign. That is number one. But then number two, we've got to chase Manchester City. Now, last campaign, Manchester City were chasing us and psychologically, we were not ready. We are not ready to run away with it. We're not ready to run away against Manchester City. This season, they have won 5 out of the opening 5. Like, they have just started so well. They're winning, they're scoring goals, they're defending very well. Can we catch Manchester City? This is the game that is going to turn the mentality of Arsenal players around. We've not won this game in 4 years, 5 years. We've not won this game. 17-18, that is the last time we beat Everton at the Goodson Park. So since 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Those are 6 years down the road. Arsenal have not beaten Everton at the Goodson Park. So we're going to be diving into my thoughts, my players that should be starting, the players that we need to drop, the key players in this game, and most importantly, if you want my detailed key analysis of this fixture, it's on the 90 More podcast, dropping tomorrow early in the morning. Make sure you actually go there and watch it in the 90 More podcast on YouTube. Right, let's start off with my prediction, because I always do start off with my prediction on my previews. I'm going to say it's one game that I don't see Arsenal win comfortably. Like, it's one game that Arsenal will not have 5-0, 6-0, 4-0. It's not going to happen. If you think Arsenal are going to go and embarrass Everton, you don't understand the Everton we're talking about. You don't understand how significant this fixture is, for Everton. They have not picked up a single win in the Premier League so far. This is match day 5. They want to revive themselves. They want to reinvent themselves. I think there's a bit of pressure on the manager, there, Sean Dyche. I think he's all right as a manager. I like him. I think he's a manager that can keep a team afloat. He's a manager that already knows his starting 11. I think Everton just need that kind of result. Maybe against Arsenal, maybe against a Man United, maybe against the Tottenham Hotspur. They just need a result to bounce back, and this could be the result to push them into bouncing back. So we have to be very careful, and we have to be very, very mindful. So I'm going to go Arsenal 1, Everton 0. Yeah, tight. If you saw my reaction, if you saw my predictions, the 90 Mo, I said that Arsenal would win this game 2-0. Again, close margins, fair margins, but after looking at this fixtures this weekend, after looking at how Aston Villa are improving, after looking at the teams in need and how close it was for Tottenham to actually lose points, I think Everton are going to put in a very great shift. I think Everton are really going to put in a nice shift. So 1-0 for Arsenal. We will break the cast at the Goodson Park, but it will be an uninspiring win. It will be a game that Arsenal fans feel we didn't play well. And also, it's going to come with a lot of nervousness. It's going to come with a lot of, nerves. I mean, we are going back to the UCL. Can you believe I'm saying that? It's Wednesday. We play PSV Eindhoven. They are playing right now. I've been monitoring their game. I think I should watch the second half of their game just to make sure that I'm informed when I do my preview. But the honesty is that game will affect how we play against Everton. So Mikel Arteta needs to know that squad depth is going to be key in this one. Do you rotate now, or do you rotate against PSV? For me, in my opinion, you rotate now, right? You play the likes of Trossard now. You play the likes of Fabio Vieira now. You play some of the players that have not represented their countries in the international break, but are good enough to play against Everton, and then you switch it up and bring your best 11. You bring your concrete 11 against PSV, right? That's what I'll do. So how important is this game, guys, for Arsenal and for Everton? I think for Everton, they'll be looking at this fixture as we won it last campaign. It was Sean Dyche's first fixture as manager at Everton. They'll be looking to interpret and reaffirm their their dominance against Arsenal on their own ground. So they'll be going. How about we bounce back? How about we pick up a nice result in this game and kickstart our season? The truth is that their season has not started. They concede goals. They are struggling to score goals. Their last game was against Sheffield United. It ended 2-2. That is the game they had to win. So that is how important it is. They have not picked up a single win. They're looking to get some team and murder them, right? They're looking to murder someone along the way. That team could be Arsenal because they did it last campaign. However, for Arsenal, it's a very important one because you look at the teams ahead of us, they're flying. Liverpool 3-1 today. Aston Villa 3-1 today. Brighton winning against Manchester United 3-1 today. Tottenham winning the game in the last 3 minutes. Richarlison and Dejan Kulusevski. So when you couple all that up, Arsenal have an obligation to go to the Goodson Park and pick up 3 points without any excuses. We cannot have any excuses. So that is how important this game is. Arsenal win it. We can go as, we go back in the top 4, but then we can go as high up as second or even third. And that is where we should be. The table should start taking shape right away. Manchester City are on course of picking up maximum points in this campaign. I look at all these teams that are, contesting with City. I don't see any team that's going to beat City. Like, they will lose a game here, 1 or 2. They will drop points they will drop games 1 or 2, but you don't see it come. Like, they've beaten a very good West Ham side and they're just cruising. Liverpool are just jumping every hurdle that is ahead of them. Mind you, this Liverpool side has new players. Their midfield is new, and they've not found their best 11 yet, right? So Arsenal have to win this game. There is no excuse about it. Now, how I think this is going to play out and how I think Mikel Arteta is going to try to do this, and Sean Dyche as well. So what we saw last campaign was Arsenal having possession, Arsenal passing the ball, Arsenal having the bigger chunks of the ball, as Everton sat back, made it difficult for Arsenal to go through, and they just made sure that everything was going to be, hard for Arsenal. I think that's what they'll do. They'll play Idrissa Gana Gueye, then they'll play James Garner, then they'll play probably Amadou Onana and Abdoulaye Doucouré. So he's going to try to compact that midfield. He's going to try to make sure that Arsenal don't have, any kind of joy in this game, because he knows you let Arsenal flow, you let Arsenal have that fluent system, they're going to hurt you. They'll definitely, get something on you. So what we've got to do is to use our wings, right? I think we will have possession. They will leave possession to us. Arsenal could have up to 67, 73% ball possession, but that ball possession is fake. It doesn't help. It's a tactic that Mikel Arteta used against Man United, because he knows Man United love to play this kind of counter-attacking football. He let them have the ball. By letting them have the ball in deep areas and just pinning them in, not us committing fully to challenges, but just making sure that Manchester United were not finding the spaces to run into. It became very difficult for Manchester United to actually pick up their players. So I think that's what Everton are going to try to do. They will let us have the ball in our own half. Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, they will have their the position in our own half, but will Everton allow us play free-flowing football in their own half? It's not going to happen, right? That takes me to the changes that Arsenal will need to make. I think Leandro Trossard is going to be a key player in this game. Kai Havertz is going to be a key player in this game. So there are 2 changes I would make to this game. Trossard would come in front of Gabriel Martinelli. And I think Fabio Vieira should also start in this game, as well as Kai Havertz. I just think Kai Havertz is going to provide that kind of physicality, that aerial ability. Vieira is on fire. He's not played in the international break. He's got fresh legs. If you want to use him, he's available. We've got to use him. Leandro Trossard has the ability to break down a team, just like Saka, just like Odegaard. They've got that ability just to break down a team and, form problems, cause problems, right? So I would love Leandro Trossard to start in this game. I think it would be a very, very, very vital player. Now, maybe one last point I would say about this one. We should not focus on the Champions League. We should focus on the game before us, and that game is Arsenal versus Everton. If we look forward, if we look ahead, I don't think Arsenal will actually pick up the points that we want to pick up. But I still back my team. I still back Arsenal to win. Let the predictions in the comment box below begin. I still think Arsenal will win this one 1-0, at most 2-0. Speak to you right in the next one.